bring me rum and I lie down fly. What better than that? When I hold a girl and I walk a hard. What better than that? When you see the job, now we moving smart. What better than that? Tell me what better than that? Tell me what better than that?
Tell me what could be better? Tell me what could better? How are you feeling? Let's go try your cool. Tell me what could better? When we reach in town, it's my sweetest beer. Jumping up as one, like family in talk. We don't have no enemy, kind of a mixed family. Everybody join with me, and then we jump with the shot me. Cause this is carnival, you see. Yes sir, we come out to play the mass. Bring your family, play the mass. Drink some rum and just play the mass. Bring your family, play the jab coming down. With the black eye and the rum. Look the vehicle down, dragging along the tongue. The kids in the costumes, pretty colors in the air. Coming down and we playing masso. The African in our we back so. Any country from the China. Mass we play till song go down low. We come out to play the mass. Bring your family, play the mass. Drink some rum and just play the mass. Bring your family, play the mass. Talk the things. Move that fast. Bad mind don't want to see nobody win. Feel like happiness only meant for them alone. I can't stand the dirty bugger them. Why you stay so I can't stand the nasty bugger them. Oh Lord, bad mind don't want to see nobody live. Feel like success only meant for them alone. I can't stand the dirty bugger them. Why you stay so I can't stand the nasty bugger them. Tell them, come and your children. Don't mind my business. Go watch your TV.
My love. Good night, sweeties. Hey, Maxine, Kim, Cles, good night, Shante, Sharika, Jeffrey, Yolan, Agnes, all you beautiful people again, taking a few minutes off your very busy schedule to follow this live. I want you all to share the live because tonight's topic is it's something I think almost each and every person that is viewing right now has experienced in life, and that is where we try to understand. Because remember, I always say what I love about my program is that we're not here to pretend that we know it. Whatever everybody is experiencing, I myself has been through it and is going through it, and it's nice that it's all about a discussion. So we're here to try to discuss, to exchange ideas, to express ourselves, to find answers, to find understanding as to why is it so hard to end, to leave, to get out of a toxic relationship. And I'm really, really, really excited about this. And the mere fact that I'm so excited is that I always say I use you guys because you guys listen to me, you guys give your ideas, and I never play know-it-all. Or remember, I'm one of the people that is under the belief that there is no right or wrong. It's not no, you know it and you better, or you doing better, or you good at whatever. No, we all end up being under the man clung Monday type at some point in life, until we wake up and realize, hey, no more Mondays, today is Tuesday, and we have to do better. So it's kind of nice. I want us to talk about it a lot, and I want us to have a very good, healthy relationship tonight as to why is it for a lot of us, why is it so hard to get out of a toxic relationship? The idea behind this was to do some notes, which I didn't get around doing. I normally just speak out of my head. But because the topic was so rich, I wanted to be well prepared. But today was a crazy day in Brooklyn, and the weather is nasty. I don't mind the snow. I love the snow, but it's the rain that is the problem. So my day was spent outside, and it's just crazy. So share the live. Let's go. Now, first of all, before we start, and don't forget that I would not be reading the comments. I would not be reading the comments, and it distracts me a lot. So I want you guys to send your voice notes in. and the guys here at studio, they would play it, and you can be part of this discussion, because remember, like people said to me, oh, I'm coming in tonight because I can't wait for you to tell me. I'm here for you guys to tell me just the same way. So share the live. I don't like when we start the live and then people come in always asking what's the topic. So I'm trying to let the views build up a little bit before we go into it and actually see. Hi, Lamoy. Man, I prime up. I was really expecting that win, but had luck. Next year, God's will. All right? But I'm proud of you and your performance, and Hurricanes run things right now. Yes. I know you thought I was one of the Hard Rock bandwagonists. No, I was actually cheering on Big Baller Lemoy. So that was good anyways. So let's go. First of all, let us kind of define what is a toxic relationship, what we think is a toxic relationship, because a lot of people, when they hear toxic relationship, my thing about it is a relationship can be toxic when it affects what makes a relationship, which in my head is like three things. You break it down to emotional aspect of it, the physical aspect of it, and the financial aspect of it. And I think these three key, should we say, elements come together. It makes what would thrive as a good relationship. But when you're in a relationship where because I've been doing a lot of reading, and this one person gave a very important and a very interesting point. And they were saying that a relationship is toxic, not how we have it like, okay, this is not good for us, so we need to get out. A relationship is really toxic when you stay in there thinking that you don't deserve better. And when I read it again. I read it again because that's true though. Because a lot of us stay in relationship, really bad physical abuse, abusive relationship, emotional relationships, and we stay there and we actually think that we cannot do better. We actually think that if we were to leave, who would want us? Who would take us as we are? And this is what we're going to talk about. Why is it so hard? I had a lot of comments when I post up the suggestive topic for today, and the feedback I got were really great feedback. And like I said, to get this really fun tonight, to get this going, I need you guys to, the number is pinned on there, to send a voice note to the number. You all can save it as, whether you want to save it as Pepsi Live or whatever, so you can actually send in your voice notes. And I don't want you all just in there just listening. I want you all actually taking part. You send your voice note, you're anonymous anyways, but let's hear your views, because like I said, I know each and every one of us have at one point in life been in a situation where we know this relationship is not for us, but we stay. Now, one of the reasons I think people stay, why I stayed too, is that, and what I love about me, I say it as it is. I don't care how people view me. If this is how I feel, this is how I feel. I don't care how I look to others. I don't care what others think is going on in my life or whatever. Only me knows really what's going on in my life. And when I stayed in a relationship, it wasn't toxic to the extreme, but it had reasons where I doubted the relationship and the aim of the relationship. And I know one of my reasons for staying is because of the person I am, where we actually see more in the person. So is this hope you have that the person would change for the better? And I think that happened to a lot of people. And if you guys agree, remember, send your voice notes out. I really want those voice notes in. And be free to say how you feel. One of my biggest things is that we see so much in our partners sometimes, and we hear it all the time, where men as well as women, remember I'm the female, so I'm speaking about the man, but those of the guys here that is listening, don't think I'm feminist or anything, just try to, you do it. So whatever I say, put yourself in the reverse side of it. Now, we tend to feel that the person would change, so we hold on to hope that this time, they would change to be the person that we either thought they were or the person that they showed us in the beginning of the relationship, because most relationships, it is so nice in the beginning. Them time you're happy, or they always talking, or they always want to have sex, or they always going out. We always doing stuff. He treats you nicely, show off to his friends, and after a while, like a lot of things that is being done in the beginning of the relationship, it tends to fade over a period of time as the person becomes their true self. And I stayed because I was seeing more in the person. And I felt like, okay, I'm seeing more. I know he can be more. So I'm thinking now that maybe if I hold on to hope and show encouragement and support, that the person will change. And we're talking about a relationship that isn't really toxic. It's not that extreme, but still, once it is a relationship where you're not satisfied with what you're getting, when you wait to what you value, what you're worth, then you start thinking, is this for me? Do I need to be here? No, so that's one of the reasons why people stay. But let's talk about something more extreme. Let's say, because I've had people come in my inbox all the time, and I would read stories and I would cry. Because, like I said, I'm a very emotional person. And I would get stories. Sometimes when you're there and you're in a relationship, cheating is just as bad. I don't think cheating is less of a bad situation, because cheating, it breaks you. It breaks what you think your relationship is. But there are other, besides cheating, there are other forms of what could be termed as a relationship getting really toxic. And I think one of them is physical abuse. And it had me thinking during the week. I was like, over the weekend, I was like, okay, look, I would come, because I've did it before. I had friends that were beaten by their boyfriend, by their husband, and I encouraged them to walk out from the relationship. And a lot of them did not. Some did, some did not. Some people gave their husband, or they missed another chance, and they keep getting blows. And they stayed. And I would think for myself, I ain't lying, why she cannot see her worth. But it's the same thing as somebody that is cheating on me. You forgive them and you stay. And people thinking, well, how come Pepsi can see her worth? So the truth of the fact is, we all basically going through the same things as to why we don't walk away from what we know we deserve better. Now, a financial reason. A lot of people has been the breadwinner. Your partner has been the breadwinner in the home. And because of that reason now, people tend to not walk away. They don't want to walk away because they're thinking, oh my God, they have so much kids. They don't know how to make it on their own. They never have been fully independent. So a lot of people now is there, and they're kind of skeptical now as to how would I make it. They keep holding on because they're thinking they need that financial stats, they need this footing, and they don't know, like, where would they get it from, or would he provide, or what it is. So because of this financial reason, a lot of people stay in relationship because they don't want their kids suffer, and they're scared. Now, to be honest, I really think, like I read today, life is like, if you're in those kind of fantasy, fairy tale books, when you're reading the books, like we're supposed to be in love, and the person we love supposed to love us back, and we just supposed to be happy ever after. But in real life, I think human beings, when we fall in love, we actually committing ourselves, we commit our lives, we commit our time, and we do that, and sometimes we get hurt, and that is the reality of it, and we need to accept that we would get hurt. And relationships would always have, you're gonna say some stuff to your partner, they're gonna say it back, you're gonna fight. Not physically. When I say fight, you're gonna get in arguments, you're gonna quarrel, and that is fine, because what you're doing, you're bonding, you're growing, you're strengthening, you're understanding each other, you're knowing each other as an individual and not just as a couple. You're not just, let me get an example, you're not just Janice, Mr., or you're not just Jeff, lady. You understand? You're also individual people. And what we need to accept is that love is like an addiction, like any other, like a drug and like whatever it is. Love is an addiction, And people have to understand that it is hard. It is very hard for people now to get away from something like that when they've gotten so comfortable in their relationship. And sometimes you would think that the relationship is dangerous, you're getting beaten by this man, and we would think it's easy, walk away and get a new life, while somebody else would find that actually that is one of the hardest things to do, which is to walk away from. So tonight we're supposed to be able to judge less after we have a better understanding of life and these instances. We're supposed to judge less and encourage more and advise from a good place instead of you could do better, you could do better. Sometimes the person don't want to hear, I could do better, I could do better. They know that they could do better, but they're struggling to do better. So at that point, no, you need to uplift. That's when you uplift and you strengthen someone from within by dealing with insecurities that we all have. Share examples, share situations, share experiences that you had as well. Because a lot of us come across so perfect, like we never been there or we never did it, when the truth and the fact is we all did, even if we hide or we didn't put it out there, right? I think we need to know when to let go, because when I was reading today, I came across this article and they said one of the key things is knowing when to let go. And we don't know when to let go because we keep holding on to the past and the future. And the reason why I said we're holding on to the past and the future is because we want the person to be the person that they showed us when we just met. So we're trying to ignore the present. We're not dealing with the present because the person is, we want them to be who they were when we just met. And when we realize the present situation isn't working, it's either we hold on to the past where we want the person to be the same person, or then we jump to the future where we're hoping the person would change, if you get what I'm saying. So we need to know, listen, this doesn't feel right. The moment you realize that something doesn't feel right with you, you're not happy, you're not focused, you're not growing, you're not solid, this is not for you. So as much as you may want it, you have to accept that it's not for you, and you have to acknowledge, you need to know when to let it go. And I think that's a key thing. Sometimes some of us feel bad to leave. You ever feel bad to leave someone? So we actually put the blame on us now because we know it doesn't feel right. The relationship is at a point where you deserve more. And what we do, we feel bad now because we don't want to look bad. We feel like, is it my fault, knowing that it's not our fault? You know, we keep putting ourselves in second place. And the energy and the strength that we're keeping to stay in a bad relationship, it makes no sense. So why feel bad when you know that this is not right? It's not feeling right. These are the things that we do. Now, we need to also acknowledge our body. You ever unhappy within until your body unhappy? You can't function. Your body tired, your body run down, your face droopy, your eyes sad, your smile gone, your face drawn. Pay attention to your body and love your body enough. Any voice notes yet? I ain't doing that with all tonight, you know. So all you better start sending those. And I ain't begging for voice notes tonight. So all you better just know what time it is and start being a part of this discussion. Like I said, this isn't coming to find the answers because I don't have the answers. This is an open discussion for everybody, and I want you all to be part of it. Let me just give me an indication as soon as a voice note comes in, okay? Now, another thing that we need to do, because when you really check on all these things and them, it's just stuff that we need to do. There are times in a relationship to move on, you have to be selfish. There is no other way at times than to be selfish. Because for too long, either the man or the woman, whoever is a victim of a toxic relationship, you're loving selflessly. And you need to be selfish. We put every single body in front of our decision. We study the same person that abusing us. We study the kids. We study the in-laws. We study friends. We study what people go say. And a lot of people stay in toxic relationship because they wonder what people gonna say. Let me confess something. When you begin a relationship, especially relationships in the Caribbean relationships, and how the place small and everybody know everybody. Now, when we stay in when we begin them kind of relationship, the first thing a friend will come and tell us about the person. You must have that. You call that the instinct check and the background check, and your friend gonna come up. At least 5 people or more gonna come up to tell you, watch, I see you and Pepsi moving there, but let me tell you something. Pepsi didn't easy, you know. Pepsi, like the other day, some girl tried to cuss me on Facebook, and one of she things was, you beat our cockfights. And that had me baffled because I wondered, well, where the yard was and how much cock so, because I find sometimes people out of order. But anyways, these are things that will go up to a man and tell you, the person no easy. They beat up cockfights, and they this, and they do that, and they have to come and tell you about whatever. And then they're going to come to you, and they're going to tell you what they know about the man. So, he not easy, the boy lying, the boy thieving, the boy like woman my name, the boy only taking everybody. But as I always say, people are right and people are good for who they want to be good for. And everybody experience with a partner is not the same. And don't get me wrong, some of those advices coming from a good place, and then sometimes again, 2 people have to go on based on how they feel or how the person is treating them. You have to make your decision for you. And a lot of us, when we go ahead, because somebody must have said something bad about a partner, but we go ahead anyways because we find we get a different vibe from that person. Sometimes it's true. It works out. They're happy. They're in love. They mesh and they gel. There would be occasional things popping up in and between, but generally speaking, you and the person actually became soulmates. Now, what we're doing right now, when these instances happen now, let's say these cases where exactly what they tell you about Pepsi was true. So you know, forget what your friends say, how Pepsi bad and Pepsi beat cockfight and Pepsi no good and Pepsi this and Pepsi that. You decide you're in love with Pepsi, so you go with Pepsi and you're with Pepsi. Not even a good 2 months in the relationship, Pepsi cleaning up everything. Your best friend gets in. Your brethren gets in. Your brother gets in. Your uncle gets in. Pepsi giving who she wants to give. And you realize now, oh, you're so in love now, you're in so deep, and people that warn you, and they tell you all these things about Pepsi, and we have a voice message. Okay, so let me wrap up that point so we can listen. And Pepsi, they tell you all these things about Pepsi, and then now you still go, you're shame now, because you care how you go look now, because you ignore that person, so you're trying to stay in the relationship because you don't want to look bad. You're feeling shame. So you're grinding and you're not happy, but you would stay. Even if you had to put up a Facebook picture once every month just to show them that you're still together or you're still going, you're going to do it. You prefer stay in something toxic because you care so much about what people going to say if you are break up. That's another reason why we stay. Let's listen to that voice message we have from that caller.
So I'm going to try to change my voice because it seems like every time I send a voice note, everybody know who it is. But anyway, my experience with that is my relationship wasn't toxic. It was a 4-year relationship, and what happened is I ended up evolving, and I wanted my partner to evolve with me, you know, for the betterment of him, for the betterment of me, for the betterment of the relationship. But you know, he felt like I changed, which was the truth, because I feel like, all right, I'm not 21 anymore. I'm not supposed to be acting like a 21-year-old. I'm not supposed to have the mindset of a 21-year-old, you know. I'm supposed to be, you know, make grown-up decisions, etc. And he didn't see that. So I tried pushing him to evolve. I tried pulling him to evolve. I tried walking along with him to evolve. And when I say that, I mean it in all the different ways. Like, I tried to let him be a man, you know, let the man be a man and do his thing, trust his judgment. That didn't work. I tried pulling him by, all right, let me take the lead, you follow, because I realized you may not necessarily be the best leader. I tried working alongside, you know, and it really didn't have, there was no cheating, no infidelity, no nothing, but it just was not for me, and it was dragged out unnecessarily. And, you know, I don't have any regrets, but I wish I had made the decision to probably end it a lot sooner. So there's no bad blood or anything there, but it's just, it didn't work out, you know. And that's one of the reasons why I stayed, because I wanted what was best for him and what was best for us.
I understand, and I like that point. And it's something I'm hearing a lot, especially when I read up on because I do a lot of reading, because I always like to get different aspects and different views and different ways where people come from. And most people, whenever they leave a relationship, I remember I said that in the beginning, that toxic doesn't just mean that you're physically hurt or whatever. Toxic is being in a relationship knowing you deserve more, but thinking you cannot get better. So a lot of people keep saying that if they only, when they do get out or they move on, they always say if they had known, they would have done it way sooner. Now, what I would like for that person to tell us some more of, like they said, their reason was for not getting that equal shift in roles in a relationship. Because some people will be the go-getters and some people are going to be more laid back. And there is a lot people don't understand, and there are women out there and there are men out there that wants more out of a relationship than just a good time. And you want to evolve, you want to do more. You don't, it's not that you change, you've evolved, you've grown, and a lot of people want to do so much more. And then some of us have a partner that is just laid back and just set in their ways, in their situation, in their position. And a lot of people, that is not the life you want. So in a case like this, it's nice that there's no animosity or whatever. The fact that you are move on, but that is a good point where you chose you were not loving selflessly anymore. You actually went for what you thought you deserve and you were ready for, and you chose you. And that is a good example of doing what you know is best. And in your case, it wasn't abusive or anything like that, which makes it a lot easier than a lot others that is going through so much. There are men, they would beat women, they would threaten them, threaten their lives. And it is so scary, it is so sad just thinking that you're in a relationship where a guy or your husband or a man is threatening you, threatening your life. You don't know if tomorrow he's going to snap and just hit you in your head and kill you because he's telling you every time that he's going to kill you. You don't know all these things. There's just so much. You're just physically battered and abused. And you need that strength. You need that encouragement. You need to connect with you and love yourself enough to know that there's absolutely no situation that you cannot walk away from. Let's hear another voice note.
So I want to know, in terms of toxicity, are there any toxic women in relationships? Because most of what I'm hearing, it seems like men tend to be considered the toxic person when a relationship doesn't work out. So to the women that's listening, I want to know if y'all ever admitted to being the toxic person in a relationship.
Now, I hate when they put my back against the wall, but I don't know what's going on in the actual the chat. But I would say for me, there are times when I know that I was a toxic person because I came a long way from temper, from the way I handle stuff, immaturity, pettiness, and like I said in the starting of the life, women are guilty. Everything I say, women do it just as men would do, but because I'm a woman hosting, like my examples are mostly from a woman's point of view. But there are women that are just as toxic. There are women that they're not reachers. There are women that don't have goal. Some of them become complacent in a relationship when there is men that want more. They want a hustler. They want a vibrant person. They want a well-grounded person. And some people there are women that just on party, fashion, clothes. Then there are abusive women just the same way. They fight just like a man. They beat man just like a man would beat a woman. We have that. We have verbally abusive women, which I pretty much guilty of a lot in the past. I'm trying to work on it because I say some stuff when I'm angry. I say some hurtful stuff that I know I cannot take back, and that could be considered verbal abuse because imagine the things I say on live. So you can imagine the things that I don't say. I'm very raw. So I would tell you some things when I'm angry, and I would tell you exactly how I feel. So women are toxic as well. There are women that isn't motivated. There are women with no dream. There are women with no mind. There are women just the same way. They abuse their men, their kids. So it goes both ways. So I hope this answers the caller's point. We have another message again. I'm starting to like this. Send the voice notes. Give your views. Don't just,
Hi,
don't just
Pepsi. And
stay in the chat. Make this interactive.
so I really like your topic tonight. I also stayed in a toxic relationship for nearly 10 years. And it wasn't physical toxic, but everything else about the relationship wasn't good. The man was selfish. Everything was about him. Intimacy was about him. sharing was about him, giving was about him, everything in the relationship was about him. But for me, why I stayed is because I thought I could not have done any better than him. And that's because at that point in my life, I think I didn't even love myself. So I stayed. And what happened now, from staying in that relationship for so long, it hindered me from achieving a lot of stuff that I should have been further ahead with. And yeah, so it was like a major step back in life. And being single after the relationship, sometimes you still have thoughts. I still have thoughts of, you know, maybe I can do better than him where I don't have anybody now, even. So, it's a struggle, but I guess people have different reasons for staying in relationships like those.
Oh, call I love you. That was nice. That was deep, and it's first I would like to say that um, I'm proud the fact that you've done what a lot of us couldn't, where you decide that you deserve better and you went for better. So that's something to be proud of. You've done what myself couldn't have done, and you've done what other women on the live right now couldn't have done. And the fact that being single, that don't mean you cannot get better. I think after you've been through trauma and you've been through certain experiences with men mentally, you build a defense. So you're not that open to just allow someone to come in. So don't see it as maybe you can't get better than him. That's why you're single. Just see it as you getting enough time for yourself to discover you, to to test. You see, like when guys get a car and they bring it on a ride to test the speed, to test what she can do, you need to test you. See what you can do, where you can reach and where you can soar to, and do what you got to do. And when you master that and you know your true worth, then you'll see. You'll have options, you can choose, and you would know exactly who you want to be with because you know where you're going. So I'm proud. I'm really proud of you. We have anybody else? Okay. I think another thing too, what we don't do, what we need to do is let go of this fantasy where we really think, we still think that life is this fantasy where you're going to get this handsome guy, he's going to get this perfect body girl, you are going to be envied by everyone, he loves you, you love him, kissing, obey this, obey that, you are going to go out, you are going to end up with a big house, you are going to marry with 1 or 2 nice kids, he driving, you driving, and people just need to come out of this fantasy life. Think about reality and accept what it really is. We need to accept the situation for what it is and stop making excuses. We make excuses because we don't want to feel less. And I know I don't like to feel less because in instances where men cheat or instances when you're put in a situation where you question, you have to question yourself. Now a strong woman wouldn't be broken, but for the women out there, because we all have flaws and we would see things in somebody else that we think is nicer. Somebody got a better shape, we thinking they got a better job, we thinking somebody, some big CEO, you just doing babysitting, so you feel threatened or you feel less. We already battle with a lot of things, ego, basic ego. Just like men, you're gonna see the guy have more swag, he driving, you're taking train and bus, so you feel the guy have more on you when you're a far deeper, greater guy. But so we already doing these things in them. And then what we do, we start making excuses. We make excuses because we don't want to accept the situation for what it is. So we try to make all kind of excuses, hold on to the past, try to peek into the future, everything but the present. I think one of the things that I didn't do, a lot of us didn't do, is fight for us. put you ahead and think about your life. And I used to think life, I remember people having, they having links, or they come from parents, you know, those generational generation success, and you think you're less because you're not Mr. So-so daughter, or you're not in with the crowd, or you're not that popular person, and you know, so you think that you're less. You never fought for you because you think that you should be privileged. I don't know how long some of y'all on the live has been watching my live, but I've given you all instances a lot of times where I felt like a nobody. When I got the guys that light skin and handsome and driving and who working in bank and who have this, when those guys came to me for sex, I think in love, and I felt like a privilege to have such a guy interested in me, because you grow up for years, all in primary school, secondary school, hearing people telling you you're black and you're ugly, and you're seeing all them nice girls in school, getting all the hot boys in school, and you thinking like, you know, you're in the back of you're dangling in the bottom of the food chain. And I told you all over and over that with experience comes knowledge and comes self-worth and value. And one day, I wake up and I just saw it in front of me. I just nice, and I just nicer than everybody. And people don't see it. Up to now, people that still cuss me and say, oh, she feels she this, and she big nose, she what and what. And I'm watching myself, and my nose so nice, and I just so nice. So, and I just find for a man to get me right now, he should just know, yo, you're GT, you know what, you get through. So, it doesn't come overnight. I've been sexually used, you know. This is me in love, and men using you for your body and your skills. And like I told you all before, girl got skills. And they use it. They use you, and they put you in a place where you start to feel it's a privilege, and you cannot do better. And you stay there, and they have 3 and 4 women. But when they call you, because remember they do, when they mess up, they always call. They would call, and they would ask you to meet, and then you just agree to meet. All of us fall for we didn't even get the flowers and the cards and the chocolates or the gifts or the cupcakes or the piece of jewelry. We don't even get that. Some of us just get a dry call. And sometimes they're talking fast because their credit about to done. So they call you and they're talking fast. We just get a dry call. And we just there, and we go, okay, Butran, or whatever is his name. Okay, Butran, all right. And we just sacrifice ourselves, and we take them back. Again, like I said, we take them back because we're ignoring the present, looking for the future, and clinging to the past when we know presently the situation and the person that we're dealing with now is not what it was, and it's not going to change. We have to learn to accept certain things and love ourselves enough to get to that point where we think we deserve. Another thing is support. Some people really don't have support, and sometimes I feel sad about things like that, because I grew up in a family that is very vocal. My mom is very vocal. Just during the week I tell her, I say, you know what I'm going to do one day? I will go live, and I would have you as a guest. This woman is something else, and she has been very vocal, and not everybody has a support system that is going to tell you you're wrong, that is going to tell you you deserve more, that is going to tell you this, that is going to tell you that. Some people just don't have a support system. They don't have friends, they don't have loyal family members, because some family members would know you're in a very toxic and abusive relationship. And because they're getting financial favors or whatever, they don't care about you. They prefer you stay and ride it out while they benefit. And abusive people, toxic people, they're bad with you and their relationship, but they extra nice to people on the outside. So sometimes you might give somebody a story and they wouldn't believe you, because that cannot be, I like to use old time names. That cannot be Tobias. Tobias is such a nice man. Tobias coming to church. Tobias, if I want a favor now, Tobias could do it for me. So out there, people thinking that the person is such a good person. And some of them thinking it and knowing they're not, and they still don't care because they're benefiting. And you're in a relationship where you're dying. Every day it is eating you. Mentally, you feel less, you feel robbed of a happy life. And you really think that this is it, when you could actually, with support and with self-love and with strong mind, you can actually get up there and have a way better life for yourself. Any messages out there?
Yeah, we have actually a message, not a voice note.
Oh, we have a message.
Yeah, I'll try to read it in their voice.
Okay.
So tell them you have a narrator that's
Okay, I have a narrator that is going to read a message that someone's put up there.
And I quote. And I quote, I stayed in a toxic relationship because I ended up pregnant. And I thought the person and father I saw in him would surface. My bestie and family were always supportive and never judged. But it took me coming out of character 1,000% and wanting to kill him to accept that this emotional and verbal nut house isn't for me. I packed up my child and I never looked back. I'm proud of myself. I went to therapy, fought for myself and my child, and now I'm happier than a pig in a blanket.
I'm proud of you too. Like I said, whenever I hear situations like these where women get up and not afraid to finally decide I can do better than this, I feel proud, because people watch me on the live all the time and they think like, okay, Pepsi is strong. Mind you, I am strong, don't get me wrong. I am strong, but I battle with so much things on a daily basis where sometimes I think my heart, how big it is. Sometimes I question myself, I cry. I beat up on myself because I think I give people too much chances because I think I see more in them. And when I really think about it, I realize what I've been doing. I've been basically putting myself aside and putting the persons in front of me, because you cannot make somebody see how great they are. You cannot love somebody hard enough for them to start loving you as they should. So when people like this person that sent that message give their testimony or their story or their experience, I am proud, because I see that as strength, and I see that as something inspiring. And you didn't just do it for you, you did it for your child. And it happens a lot. Some people stay in a relationship and you get pregnant and you think that would make the man rise to the occasion and step up and be a better man, a better person, a father figure, the man of the home, of the house. And some of them, it does absolutely nothing to them. And I always say, if you cannot change for your own flesh and blood, who can you change for? If you can change for you and change for your offspring, then who can you change for? And then sometimes it is true, because I remember on live I give all this story already where I do all kind of things, dress up in hoodie and thing, pull up by man house in the night, disguise to done the place. I do real thing. Lord Jesus, I do real thing and I'm paying for it now. But still, the point is, I do real thing. And I know what it is to get angry and go 1-0 to 1,000 real quick. And it is sad that sometimes it takes us to that point to decide that we've had enough. But I'm very proud. I'm proud that again, you're very happy. Most women that found the will to move on, they come back now and they tell us, hey, quit playing, make the move, because you're going to be okay. Stop making excuses, okay? Stop saying you cannot leave and believe that you could actually leave. Now, when I read up on some stuff, and they said that not making a decision is a decision. So you not making a decision right now to leave or walk out is a decision. But they're suggesting that you give yourself a time frame. Why not? Think about your situation, assess your situation, and said, you know what? End the year, I ain't going into the new year like that. Give yourself a time, a week, a year, 6 months, 3 months, whatever you think you need. Give yourself a time, and I believe in giving a relationship your all. If the relationship is worth fighting for, it means that you would have given it your all. Because sometimes we blame a partner, you know. We blame the man. We blame the woman. And we act like a victim when we have some check-in to do. Because we may not hit them. We may not be physically abusive, but some of us sitting in some relationship like ducks. We're not doing anything. We're not contributing anything. We're not stimulating each other's mind. We're not pushing for goals, for dreams, for nothing. And we're just there. Think about it. Switch roles. It shouldn't be one person aspiring to do better and the other person just there. It shouldn't be one person going out there to be the breadwinner and the other person just there. Switch roles. Take leads. You're both an individual person before you decide you're a couple. So let your individuality show. Let you show up as Pepsi and Mr. show up as John, and contribute as Pepsi, contribute as John, and then make your relationship bloom. That is what I think it should be. Any other message out there? Now, for such a nice topic, I'm surprised that most of you all aren't really. Hey, Selector Beast, big up yourself. I am surprised that, you know, most of y'all didn't have much more feedback than that, because I know y'all are in there saying great topic, but I know you have a lot to say. Everybody where? Everybody in perfect relationship? Yeah, it looks like everybody in perfect relationship. Nobody struggling out there. Nobody. Okay, Humlin said we stay in toxic relationship because of fear, low esteem, shame, and guilt, which is true because we touch those topics and them. So it is true. But I really think as hard as it is, we need to grow. If we don't grow, or if we don't do better by ourselves or to ourselves, or we owe it to ourselves to do better. And I refuse to believe relationships are just made for just sex and a good time. Because like I always say, we're temporarily here. And we're here to be the best version of ourselves. And in order to get to that point, when we're younger, we depend on our mom or dad or step-parents, whatever, to get to that point. But when we reach that of an adult, I think we reach a point where we now have to find another adult to start to build a life. And that is what a relationship is. It's two persons compatible enough to build a life, share a similar goal. And the fact that we out here not doing that, just having a good time, having sex, drinking rum, smoking weed, and just partying and posting and giving impression. We're not here for all these people that is looking on. Well, I'm not here for all these people looking on. I'm here for me. I want, when the time reach, you've paved the way. You left something. You left a stepping stone for your child or your children to cross that river when they get there. You left something behind. You know, you stay true to something. That is what I think it is. And I'm just going to read something for you guys real quick. My last relationship was one of those. At the time, it was the hardest decision I had to make. Now, looking back, I couldn't have made a better choice. When my ex and I were together, very few people knew what was actually happening. They were so surprised when they heard it was over. But you guys look so happy in all your pictures, they would say. You guys were perfect for each other. Little did they know it was the complete opposite. We were miserable, a terrible match. A lot of emotional and verbal abuse also took place. Why didn't you leave sooner, they would ask now. You were together almost 4 years. How did you stick it out that long? Here are the reasons why it took so long. 1, love is subjective. Love is like art. There are no right or wrong answers when it comes to it. The things that make up that love are also abstract, like thoughts, feelings, words, etc. How do you know when it's the right time to leave? When you love someone so much, those emotions can really work against you. It's not that you've stopped loving that person. It's just that you love yourself more. You need to get out before it's too late. 2, you can't imagine your life without that person. True, that is the next thing. When you're together for so long and do basically everything together, it's hard to imagine living even one day without that person. How are you supposed to wake up and know you'll never see the person again? It's unimaginable and completely terrifying. What will life be like alone? Overcoming the fear of moving on solo is a huge piece of the walking away puzzle, which is true. 3, you constantly question your decision to leave. You fight, he leaves, and you decide this is the end. He shows up with flowers and a cupcake, tells you how much he loves you, and promises things will be different. I've been there, and I've eaten that cupcake. This is most likely a regular occurrence, and eventually you fall into the pattern. He will change. Things will get better. Regardless of what you logically know, you have such high hopes things will actually be different. True. But you find yourself in the same place over and over again. 4, you don't want to have any regrets. If you're going to walk away for good, you need to know you won't regret your decision. The worst thing is wondering, what if? Of all of those subjective feelings, this becomes an impossible task. This is why you must put your all into the relationship one final time. 5, you want to do everything possible. You put forth every single effort possible to try to make the relationship work. This can take a lot of time, however, and it will push you to a breaking point, like the caller just said. You'll eventually learn there are no other options and it just isn't working. This is especially difficult when it's a one-man show and you're doing all of the heavy lifting. If your partner isn't willing to participate in making it work, that's also a pretty drastic indicator you should part ways. 6, you need something concrete. Some of us feel having something concrete to give you a yes or no answer is what you need. All of the emotions and thoughts would only keep you around longer. Those black and white answers would make everything crystal clear. If you're not on the same page about your future, about your communication, respect, etc., you'll know it's time to say goodbye. This was my saving grace. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. I stood firm by my decision, and I knew I was doing the right thing. I have no regrets, like all the people said tonight. And finally, there's no turning back. When walking away from a bad relationship that has literally consumed you and stolen your heart, soul, and joy, there's no turning back. Once you walk away, it will be the end. This thought will initially hinder you from throwing up those 2 fingers and peacing out. Now, I thought I should share this with you because this basically says everything we've been saying tonight. It is true, it is deep, and to the people that is in abusive relationship, I really hope this live helped, because we have one person again. let's hear what they say before we wrap up.
So, Pepsi, I have a question then. If after you've come out of a toxic relationship, how do you know that you are ready for another relationship? What are the things you look for or you do? How do you know that you are ready?
Well, I've been in a relationship. I've been in a relationship before where I was completely in love. I was so into the person. And when I decided that I deserve better, I deserve somebody I wasn't willing to share no more, I deserve somebody for me. I'm tired of the running around. I'm tired of the indecisive way, making a decision. You don't need somebody to read and spell for you. And when I decided I needed more, it's nice that you asked that, because deep down I was still holding on to the possibility that he would eventually realize that I'm worth way more and I'm worth fighting for. So I wasn't really looking for a relationship because I moved on, but I still allowed room for in case he decided to man up. But I went on doing everything that I love to do, because one of the reasons I think people go back and they're not ready is because we don't give ourselves time. We don't focus on ourselves. I got myself busy. I got myself distracted. I worked. I got my own dreams, what I wanted for myself. So you would be in a relationship and you're thinking in twos. So you think one day you are going to build together. One day you're going to marry. One day you're going to do all these things together. So then now I started thinking for me. So I gave my own things that I wanted out of life. And I started living for me and what I wanted. I wanted to finish school. I wanted to make my own money. I wanted to build my own house. I want these things for myself. So I start focusing on me. I wasn't interested in anybody that was coming at me with the nonsense, because I've been through enough with men coming to me with a blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're sexy. Oh, Pepsi. And whatever. And all them things. And at the end of the day, there was nothing there. So I gave myself, I came up with my own plan for me. And then when I started working on my own plan, girl, should I tell you the amount of people that came? And I paid none of them no mind, because deep down I never thought I would have ever been over this guy. Because look, just last week I went out with my sister-in-law and she said to me, I never thought you and this guy would have finished. Every Monday morning all they're done. Every Tuesday he coming back. Every Wednesday all they're together again. And that is how it was. Because like I said, I wasn't going with a me plan. I was going with a plan with him, like including him. So when you start doing your own thing and you start really feeling that self-love and independence, the time would come where your feelings is not that, because I love him, but I'm not in love with him. I would always have a special place in my heart for him, but I'm not in love with him, where I wake up in the morning and he's the first person I think of, or in the day I'm missing him so bad I need to call. And it just happened. I just made a transition into a new place. And when I met somebody else that I was attracted to, and we started off, it wasn't that serious. But as I grew to know him and see how he is with me, how he treats me, and whatever, it fell in place. And I knew that treatment was a way better treatment than I was getting. It's not what I want 100% because he cheated and whatever. But you would know, because your mind, your body, your dreams, your goals, your everything would let you know when it is time, when you're really over that person and it's time to make another move. And sometimes doing better or getting better don't mean another man have to come into the picture just yet. You have to take that time for you because that's what I did. I started doing me. I got my own little apartment. I started furnishing it piece by piece. I work in. I just was on the hustle for the dollar. I started focusing on me, getting my stuff together, getting my life together, getting a plan, working with my plan, and it distracts you and it gives you this feeling. I cannot explain it. Everybody have to get there for themselves. It gives you a feeling where you're just so nice. You're proud of yourself. You know, people just always tell you, oh, I'm really proud of you, girl. But you see, when you could watch you and proud of yourself, you're not there yet, but where you come from, you've done so much. This is what's going to tell you you're ready and you've made the best decision by putting yourself first and choosing better for yourself. So I hope this answered your question. And like I say over and over in every life, this ain't no manual life. We're going to get cheaters. We're going to have to forgive some crazy stuff out of life if you think it's worth it. Keyword, if you think it's worth it. If the person show you that forgiveness is worth it. And we need to stop forgiving our partners out there when we know fully well that they haven't learned their lessons or they're not aiming for that change. We're giving forgiveness out there like it's a joke. We're forgiving people that isn't even worthy. They haven't showed us one way in how they're trying to change or how they've learned their lesson and they've put this marriage or relationship front and center. You forgive people who choose you and choose your goals and choose what you aiming at and what collectively you're trying to accomplish. You don't sit there and be used and abused by somebody that just have a personal agenda. You don't have to have money. Men use you because they like the fact that they could come home to a clean house and a hot plate. They use you. So you're going to stay there and you're going to keep house while they go out there and they spread joy. Huh? And they out there and every night they just walk out and they come back in when they please. When they gone out there and then women out there just giving them pleasure and whatever. And then they come back to that safe haven. You know, they could come back to a nice clean bed and just lie down and spread out. Huh? Then you have men, people again, physically abusing you. Licks, blows. What right is anybody to lay their hands on you and that beating you every day? They come home, this ain't do well. They blows in your skin. You ain't do nothing, I go kill you, girl. Hey, boy, don't play with me, I go kill you. Do not stay in these relationships. There is life out there. Not even, and I'm not even talking about life with a partner, like a significant other yet. I'm talking about life out there where you get to live. You get to watch yourself and say, Pepsi, you know you love football, you know? You love sports. Buy a ticket, go watch a game, you alone. Dress, go out, do you. Do what you love. You work hard. Buy something nice for yourself. Do your nails, get your hair done. Just take out some pics and watch it. Take out some selfies. Watch you, feel good. Nothing makes you feel accomplished than you loving you enough and what you want for yourself and going after it. When you love yourself, that is when relationships work, because you're going to put yourself with somebody that has the same dream as you. And then you wouldn't accept nothing less of that. And those of you that are out there in toxic relationship with kids, I've never been in one this intense, but my thing is, and like I said, I'm not in the situation, so maybe I don't understand how deep it goes. But I have a kid, and what I do know, that way, from the moment they give you this child in your arm, that bond and that feeling you feel, nothing, no man, no husband, nobody is as important as the life you want for that child. So if you ain't doing it for you, you better get on up and do it for that child. Do it for your kids. Let them know a life of love a life of respect, because these things end up being a cycle. Kids living, reliving what they saw. They taking lash because their mom used to get lash, and all the reasons their mom stayed is why they think they should stay. So we need to break those chains. We need to do better by ourselves. We work too hard. We're here because we parents could have thrown us, you know. My mother could have thrown me. So when we come here, yo, we ain't just come here just so, you know, it's people that ain't reach. So when we now come and we reach, and we make kids off we owe them. Because we ain't come here by guess. We came here by purpose. So we need to start really looking at things and stop putting man and situation in front of ourselves and our kids. So this is it. This is tonight's topic. I was really excited about it. I think it was a really nice topic, but I was just expecting more interaction from you all, because I just thought that topic was so relatable, but I don't know what's going with all it tonight. So Kathy said, self-love is the best love. You can never truly love someone until you learn to love yourself. Because once you love yourself, you understand and know your worth, and you shall never settle for less than you deserve. Well, good point, my dear. And that's it. We have no more voice notes, right? Okay. All right. So, thank you guys for tuning in this week. I feel that some of us just get too comfortable with the man and we forget about ourselves, and that is very true. We grow up and we every day we grow, and you can't blame us, because I felt like that. You know, you would wake up in the morning, the person is right there. You have that company every day, and you come so comfortable with the routine. So you're part of a routine now, and you just cannot let go. You're scared of somebody new. What if, and what if, and what if? No. Everything would fall into play. But for the people out there in really toxic situations where men telling you so much nasty stuff, it have men telling women they smell, they ugly, you don't see you don't see how you're looking, and all these things, and they just make you feel so low. They make you feel like you're less than other women out there. They break you. They try their best to break you. No, remember you in the days when they just came into your life and they was crazy trying to get with you. Take yourself back to that moment, who you were, how you were, how into yourself you were, and find that you, that nice you, and live that nice you. And I would think my thing is proving a point. I'm petty, so I like to prove a point. A man treat me so bad and I finally get the chance to walk up and leave, I'ma show you what you miss out on. You understand? Things what I was scared to do before doing it, because I would show you. Big mistake. Big mistake. Don't ever conk me out and think I was less. I would show you I'm more than you could have ever been. So thank you guys for tuning in, and see you all next week. Next week's topic is, can you love two persons at the same time? I think that's a really nice topic, and I'm excited about it. Can you love two persons at the same time? So have a wonderful week. Work hard, work smart, stay blessed, and be true to you, and keep your hands clean and your conscience clear. And with that, you guys should be fine. So thanks for stopping by. See you guys next week. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
don't forget. The after party is up right now. If you want to stay locked into good music, good times, keep it locked on. Y'all know what it is? We
You want speed? You want speed?
I feel the girl, let me sing again. I love the way you whine and move in time. And anywhere you go, I want go there, yeah. I love it when you swing that thing my way, yeah. It's one thing I must say. All over your wine and go, wine and go, wine and go down. All over your bumper so wrong. You always, I want me to come. All over the tongue, girl.
Yeah, it's the official after party. Shout out to the people still locked in. Y'all know what it is, man. Good music, good times. Splash, Kareem in a combination. We about to go live.
Song mama play for me. On the radio, she tell me that son, don't go run down no girl like no boss. One thing you don't know, they have no boss. So when you get a good one, you feel hold and strong and sing this a song again. I love the way you whine and move in time.
Nikki Brooks.
And anywhere you go,
watch me bumper spin up and bunk on the access. Him pull up from behind, give him access. Enjoy yourself, ain't nothing wrong. How you like it? Rough, heavyweight bumper. Don't want tender touch. Bumper bouncing round like upscotch. I may had like you're holding a grudge. Skin smoother than fudge. When I rotate you back, I don't budge. What's tougher than sponge? Bumper to make you find love. Jamming, baby. Watch how I red and rosy. Hot like pepper in your roti. Go down to loti. Jamming, baby. Watch how I red and rosy. Hot like pepper in your roti. Go down to loti. Don't stop me. Cause this bumper tough.
DJ
Just
Splash.
watch how I wave it from this big bumper. Take over the tongue. I say don't.
Me have a fear put on you. Then I make me say ooh na na. Make me throw the old book at you. Too tight for me. All night wine pon. Yeah, boom off. Now wine pon the boom off. Tell her dirty girl move off. Now ride pon the boom off. See the boy boom off. Now wine pon the boom off. Tell her dirty girl move off. Now ride pon the boom off. Girls up to something for sure guaranteed. She bend down and look back, and that's what I need. Now boom. She only want gangster, for sure that is me. The answer for questions that me.
No 2 shot of rum and I gone again. 1 puff of the green and I gone again. By the time I'm looking wrong, big tune again. Hey, let's go back. All right.
Your backside is
Hey, shout out to everybody that was locked into the Pepsi show. Y'all know what it is, man. Good music, good time. We are the after party. Shout out to DJ Splash in the building. Yours truly, Kareem. I'm on the MIC doing a double shift today, man. We here.
Just look how she banging.
Shout out to everybody that came through to the pop-up on Saturday. That drip gear is looking so scrumptious right now.
Yo, it bang better than my mother fried chicken. And my
Don't forget, we're doing another pop-up this Saturday.
Right.
So if you didn't get your gear yet, hit that pre-order form.
you want the sauce and the dripping.
Some soca vibe on the inside.
It was the bomb.
Let's go, let's go, let's go,
You
and
want the banger. Your backside is a banger. You want the banger. Hit it hard like a hammer.
anybody locked in, loving the vibe, hit that share button for me right now. Hit that share button. Hey, shout out to the crew on YouTube. Shout out to the crew on the mobile link right now, those listening live. I see y'all.
Think I'm borderline crazy. I think I'm borderline crack. Yeah, cause whenever the music hits.
Hey, shout out to the usual suspects locked in. Hey, big up to Nikki. Big up to Akim. My crew out there in the UK. Shout out to the crew inside Brooklyn right now. Big up to Sola. Shout out to Sade.
Non-stop. Plus when I drink this rum, I just can't remember. We just must don't fret from the time we when I drink this rum, I just can't remember. We just must don't fret.
Hey, shout out to Queenie, the whole crew.
Ready for the road right.
Shout out to Hurricane. What's up, Tonya?
Turn up the energy. We out there.
Straight from work. I didn't even get to change my clothes. I'm still in the corporate look. I think we need to make some GMGT blazers. How you mean?
Tell them a wine and a tick tick tock to the time and a bubble them the gine and a I man want some good and a come see that we trending right now, we trending. At the bar we spending. Tell them a wine up a bubble up a drinks in a cup alcohol we blending. Going so, cool on, I'll show you how to do this stuff.
Shout out to everybody locked in right now. Let me know where you're locked in from. Don't forget the WhatsApp is still up. You can send your requests, your shout outs to 347-309-5254.
Put down my words real quick. Hurry up and fly out again.
Shout out to Pepsi still in the building. Large.
Go on, man, moves you wrong.
Offered Pepsi some coke to chase some alcohol tonight and she turned it down.
Yo, pull up in a brand new car. Get it
Like your mother. How you give coke to Pepsi?
buy out the whole damn bar. No, she not like waste man. Never have money in my man. Free like Buju Bantan.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
You know we are the flavor.
Got me feeling like the ocean under the wave now. No time to be here now. It's time to go brave now. Wine to the bass song. Wine to the bass song. Keep wine to the bass song. Wine to the bass song. Tick tock. How will you drop down flat?
what you call? Mass in the place. Mass in the place.
DJ Slash.
To all the ladies locked in right now, I see you guys. Repping for all my soca crew on the inside. Hey, don't forget you can check out us Good Music, Good Times. That's the official listen link if you don't want to watch.
I want to know who sent you.
I know I'm sexy and all, but if y'all just want to hear my voice in the background, you don't need to look at me on Facebook.
To know what you're up to.
My voice is just as sexy as my looks. Trust me.
You're playing tricks. I blocked the road to my heart, girl. How did you get here?
This is what you call the after party.
Girl, how did you get in?
Every Monday after the Pepsi Live show, we come here to give you some good vibes to keep the energy pumping.
Cause no.
Splash, Kareem in a combination. Let's go.
Oh no, I'm falling. I'm falling for your love. I'm falling. Baby, give it to me, girl. Can't get it.
The place under pressure. Looking at how she whining. She sit down on the rhythm.
If you're loving the vibe right now, I want you to hit that share button for me. You're locked into GMGT. We are Good Music, Good Time.
Oh, what a race competition.
This is where the culture lives. Yeah, get used to it.
Ace, every man want to plead them case. But I know she will be mine, all mine. If I get a wine, if I get a wine, if I get a wine, she will be mine. If I get a wine, if I get a wine, if I get a wine, all mine.
Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, say how you move that thing there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And how you move like you move, like you move, like you move there. Oh, oh, girl, how you take off your shoes, run down the dance floor. Take the jamming, baby. How you show me your moves, girl, how you bounce so. Take the jamming, baby. I watch it here long time now. Take the jamming, baby. I wanna give you love, all night long. Take the jamming, baby.
I'm so tied up, communication tied up, navigation tied up. Oh na na na, you stay on my radar. Oh, on my radar. You stay on my radar. Oh, on my radar. And I must have to find you. You signal me when you wind up. You stay on my radar. Oh, on my radar. Yeah. How you do that? It's madness when you maneuver, darling. I salute ya. Wine so low like your scuba diving. The major, baby, keep walking up. For me, I can't get enough. I don't look on the thing more. The baseline drop, waist gets slack. Rolling back, I detecting that. Target lock, launch and attack. Girl, I mash up the place like that. And when you rhythm start to feel sweet and she ball out. Oh yeah. And when I reach the destination, I go find out. Na 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 na. You stay on my radar. Oh, on my radar. You stay on my radar. Oh, on my radar. And now I start to find out. You signal me when you wind.
This is what you call a quick wardrobe change. I did a quick Beyonce there. Yo, the ladies love this one, man. I don't know about y'all, but I love me some Patrice. Let's go, let's go. Hey, shout out to Winnie. Hey, big up to my good sister and Jamo on the check-in. Hey, big up to Natara. What's good, Sasha?
Wind it up, wind it.
Ladies, let me get some fire emoji right now.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. Patrice again. Ooh, yeah.
Let's go, let's go.
Tonight is your world, baby.
Ladies, I love it.
You like.
Sing the thing now.
please, babe. Do as you want with me tonight. Have your way with me all night.
Hey, don't forget you can still get your drip gear.
Carry on, baby.
We have a shipment going down to Grenada soon.
Carry on, baby.
Hey, fatty boom boom, sugar dumpling, sweet boom boom, sweet something. Tell me something. Tell me, how you go wine like that? Tell me, how you go bubble like that, baby?
Like I said, don't forget we on YouTube. You can check out goodmusicgoodtimes.com. Listen live.
You know we set good and sit down on top. Up your back, and you start push back. You give me good back. I wanna give you right back. Get a bend up your back, and you start push back.
Don't forget every Monday after the Pepsi Live show, we got the after party.
Start right back till you feel it. I want you to feel it. Yeah. This money is yours and you can
Jump in the side of the rhythm like Anglabe. Have a little money in the pocket 'cause I just got paid. I could do it a little more, but I'm still irate. So now I'm stepping out to a...
Anybody love soca music right now? I want to see some heart emoji.
With my friends and family.
If you rate Marshall Montano,
we rip it up.
let me see some goat emojis in my chat room right now. If you think Marshall is the greatest.
They see we and they say we acting up. We just living. Mash it up. We rip it up, we mash it up. Girl, them a fi bubble and them a fi back it up. Everybody see we and they say we acting up. Hey. So I'm gonna take a little drink. And I'm gonna go what I want. I'm gonna go buy what I want. We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings. Why you talking? But what really going on there? Motoda, why you talking feelings? Family, hey.
We don't talk no feelings.
We don't talk no feelings. We don't talk no feelings.
Too much times people look at your success.
We don't talk no feelings.
They don't know how hard you work to get where you get.
We don't talk no feelings.
And they want to be mad at you for succeeding.
Well, mama used to say,
How you mean?
let them say what they have to say. Let them do what they have to do. They're gonna hate you anyway. So
mind your own business. Your funky business.
these days,
I get with the family.
Hey, shout out to Melissa on the check-in.
Why you put a kiss on me right there? Wherever you want, baby. Wherever you want, baby. Wherever you want.
From the top,
Shout out to the ladies that love kisses on their forehead.
Put a kiss on me right there. Wherever you want,
I heard that does do something different to y'all. Talk to me now.
wherever you want. Won't you put a kiss on me right there? Wherever you want, baby. Wherever you want.
Soca on GMGT never sung so good. Let's go.
Morning when I wake up, that's the time I'm looking for shake up. If you were sexy, we gotta make up, and you know what you gotta do, baby. Kiss me right there. Watch where I'm pointing. Kiss me right there, darling. I want you put a kiss on me right there. Wherever you want, baby. Wherever you want, baby. Wherever you want.
Let me take a wine on the low. Girl, I don't want no scene. Take a wine on the low. Too much people here to see, and I don't want no scene from your man, so you know why.
Shout out to all my ladies locked in right now. I want to know the favorite part of your body to get a kiss.
Girl, come let me take a little jam, please, if you can.
Where do y'all love to be kissed the most?
Celebrity, girl, you know how the thing go. Plenty eyes is always on me, girl, you know.
I want to know where I have to plan that kiss if I want to seal the deal.
See, girl, you know. So
Let's go, let's go.
on the low. Girl, I don't want no scene. Take a wine on the low. Too much people here to see. And the place is hot. Oh, the place is hot, hot, hot. I said the place is hot. Oh, the place is hot, hot, hot. So I just want take it off something. Take it off something. Take it off something. And throw it up in the air. Take it off something. Take it off something. Take it off something. And throw it up in the air. I want to get naked. I want to get naked. I want to get naked and jam on somebody. I want to get naked. I want
shot of liquor or the whole case of liquor. Whole team lit, like we mash it up proper. Party real nice, yeah, the party look good. What about now, take a shot for the road. Boom, bam, now we take one for the road. Boom, bam, now we take a shot for the road. Boom, bam, now we take one for the road. Party look nice, yeah, party look good. Boom, bam, now we take one for the road. Boom, bam, now we take a shot for the road. Boom, bam, now we take one for the road. Party look nice, yeah, party look good. Now we go down by the Juve.
Hey, shout out to everybody that rate this artist here, Marto.
By the Juve.
The transition from producer to artist so seamlessly.
Done, my team lit. One shot of rum, one for the road.
Sometimes when you have a choice, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Bam, now we take one for the road. Bam, now we take a shot for the road.
Listen, them St. Lucians can't talk, so I'll pronounce it how I see it spelled.
Now we take one.
Motto. That's my word.
For the road. Bam, now we take one for the road. Party look nice.
This girl hit me up in a mid DM. She want me check she in a the PM. But me say me never need me girl. All of the girls who want me.
Shout out to all the ladies brave enough to jump in a man DM and tell him how you have feel.
Look at that girl over there, she look for me like.
Right now, I want y'all jump in the GMGT inbox and tell us how y'all feel about the music.
This girl hit me up in a mid DM. She want me check she.
Let's go.
But me say me not in a girlfriend.
The after party.
And she not lick again. But 2 months later.
Every Monday after the Pepsi Live show, we here.
It affects me.
Energy straight up.
One bun. So this is my time to have.
Let's go, killer.
Come take advantage, baby. This is your time to hold me down now. Take advantage,
right
baby.
Every human on earth.
Take advantage.
Big up to my brethren.
This is your time to hold me down
now.
DJ Grimes on the check-in. What's good, bro?
Glory. Whoa. I have a bag and a compass looking for China. Looking for China.
What's the sound of new music?
China. Far East. Hey. Rite of passage.
I ain't know about y'all, but every time I go China, it does feel good.
Have a dream. Yo. To pick up the self.
Anytime I eat off my China, it does feel good.
Have a bag and a compass looking for China. Looking for China. Looking for China. Suit and a atlas. China. Far East. Hey.
And you know some people that's bring out the China only on special occasions? That's not me.
Yo.
I'm bringing out my China every night.
Go.
And licking the plate clean.
I have a bag and a compass looking for China. Looking for China. Looking for China. Suit and a atlas. China. Far East. Hey.
Any ladies in here like China?
Passage. Every human
have a nice China teacup and you just put the whole cup in your mouth at the same time?
The self. Go explore.
Let's go.
I have a bag and a compass looking for China. Looking for China. Looking for China. Suit and a atlas looking for China. Looking for China. Looking for China. Control blast with a cutlass looking for China.
Shout out to Shade on the check-in. Shout out to Keisha. What's good?
China. Looking for China. Looking for China. I want to find it. I want to find it. You see the precious gem, they can't hide it. I want to find it. I want to find it.
You see me? Summertime when me and my GMGT crew come out. When me and my GMGT crew come out with our drip gear, it's just straight zest time. If you have your GMGT gear right now, you know what? You're a certified zesser. Certified zesser, that's what you are.
Things are going mad.
Less stressing, less stressing.
Things are going mad.
Less stressing,
if y'all loving the vibe right now, I want y'all hit that share button for me.
less stressing,
Listen!
She want a zessa, a real hot stepper. When she step in the room, a big Glock on the dresser. She want a zessa, a real trendsetter. Blue notes in her pocket cause he have real cheddar. She want a zessa with big Beretta, extended clip, rubber grip and copper. She want a zessa cause she wetter, Gucci and polo, big chain on the necker. Cause she a zessa man, big long chain and big slave van. Cause she a zessa man, big long chain and big slave van. Cause she a gun man, a zessa man, big long chain and big slave van. She want a zessa who fresher can handle, she weighs and apply well pressure. Cause she a zessa As a man, big long chain and boom pause it. Them gal wet like the toilet. Them step out in the Gucci kit. Fashion over, them wearing it. Them gal have on the latest. Them gal don't wear no twist. Your man, them gal with it. They bumper big like spaceship. Boy, she want a gun ban in your hole. 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 Not bad. Gun ban in your hole. 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 Gun ban in your hole.
Master. Gunman in she hole, she like that.
You've been in your house. Trying to raise your family in a law-abiding manner. 9 o'clock in the morning.
Gun ban in your hole. Gun ban in your hole. Gun ban in your hole. Listen, gun ban in your hole. Gun ban in your hole. I don't preach violence, but you see this tune? Gun ban in your hole. 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 I think I've seen a couple of videos and people took this literally.
Gunman in she hole, she like that. Gunman in she hole, she like that. Gunman in she hole. Gunman in she hole.
Melissa, you love gunman?
In she hole, she like that. Gunman in she hole, she like that. Gunman in she hole, she like that.
Lady, if she well I shut down the head tight. Baby, if she blue, well I know that I'm jamming you. Ladies, if she black, well I shut down the head fat. Ladies, if she red.
Shout out to my ladies who wear good panties.
Ben.
You never get caught out there and your panty have a hole in it.
Ben. Ladies, Ben.
Some ladies just fight to buy Victoria's Secret and they wearing the same panty every day.
Ben.
Could have only for 4 to 1.
Well I sure down the head clean. Baby, if she yellow, how will you jiggle it?
Shout out to the ladies comfortable in their own skin and couldn't go Old Navy and buy a panty for each day of the week.
If she wrong, let me see it when you bend down. And bend, and cock it, show me your colors on. And bend, yeah, show me your.
Well, you're best with your boyfriend, I can tell. Well, daddy no learn, take the loving and breathe. Take the loving and breathe.
Shade, that's a different topic altogether there.
Break me tight and breathe.
We are good music, good time.
Breathe.
Turning up your Monday, this is the after party.
Short girls, tall girls, big girls, small girls, all girls. And even if you got little belly boom flick, be you belly boom flick, be you belly boom flick, girl. Got little belly boom flick, be you belly boom flick, be you belly boom.
Right now, I loving Melissa.
Flick, boom.
Melissa, you turn up in this chat right now.
Boom, flick, boom.
Let's go. And
Make the bumper starter, mama, make the bumper starter. Pick back for the camera.
She feeling sweet. The big just say, man, she feeling deep. If it's one thing in her.
hey, shout out to the people just joining us. This is the after party.
Take position and bang. Position and bang.
We are good music, good time.
Now, party position and sit up on it for me and behave like your own. How them girl your bumper big so?
Oh, them girl, your bumper big so.
Cause every time you wine, girl, you're sexy.
Hey, shout out to Laureen on the check-in. What's good, Diamond?
Body girl, big 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 body girl.
Make it hooks, make it jump, girl, shake and show it go.
Big body girl, 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 big body girl.
Take a box and sit down on it. Now, girl, bad wine is a hell of a thing. Fight a job, let's do that's a hell of a sin. If you gypsy and you got dog to bring, make sure you remember one thing. I don't give a rap what the body think.
Hold on.
Bad wine is a hell of a thing. Fight a job, let's do.
Hey, shout out to everybody out there working hard and you don't mind other people's business.
I don't give a rap what the body think.
Some people, the only time in life they want to work is when they see other people getting ahead.
And take your mouth out of business. I don't give a rap what the body think. And I would never pick up behind the body thing. So don't mind me.
Shout out to Natty. What's good, baby?
Take your mouth out of business. It ain't me that got your girl. It ain't me that wrecked your world. But you follow back mine like a mockingbird. I fly down.
This is Splash Kareem in a combination.
That left you stressed. It ain't me that
You
got.
can catch us every Monday, the after party.
Check back, make sure you don't forget. I don't give a rap what the body think. And I would never
Ben now, ben, clap. Soukwe sa konsak chak now. Ben, clap. Soukwe sa konsak chak now. Ben, clap. Soukwe sa konsak chak now. Ben, clap. Soukwe sa konsak. I ben, et ma foute a tap. Mwen ve mwen di Biko makak. Bagay la kwa kon yam madasak. Jump le do la kon abousak. Sa se we la kon sa konsak. Chano show la kon fige we back.
Out then you drop it down. Lift the bumper out then you drop it down. Lift the bumper out then you drop it down. Lift the bumper out then you drop it down. Do the jingle up down up down up down up down up down up down up down. Let we go.
I want you quint it a little. I said this thing now little. Bad man in your middle. I want you split in the middle. Bend down. Let me stab it up. Stab it up. Stab it up. Hey girl, come here. Let me ram it up. Ram it up. Ram it up.
Lift the bumper out then you drop it down. Lift the bumper out then you drop it down. Lift the bumper out then you drop it down. Lift the bumper out then you drop it down. Do the jingle up down up down up down up down up down up down. Let me go. Back it up, gal. 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 Take it on, take it on, take it on, take it on. Crack Benon, crack Benon, crack Benon, crack Benon. Split up and 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 start wine, 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 wine.
Hey!
It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap. And underneath and watch it from the back. Oh my God! Shit! Look at this touch. Look at this. Oh my God!
Hey, shout out to Zika on the check-in again.
Make it chop.
Man, big up to all the ladies checking in.
Oh my God! Look at
This is the after party. We still here.
Hey! It takes two touch to clap.
Don't forget we on every Monday after the Pepsi Live show.
It takes two touch to clap. And underneath and watch it from the back. It takes two touch to clap.
This Saturday we having the second pop-up because of the demand from the first one.
You ready?
Got a couple of styles and colors that completely sold out, so we're gonna replenish.
Sweet like a skittle.
Don't forget Saturday in the studio at Good Music Good Time.
Little connection. Make the bum bum tweet.
Definitely support the drip right now.
Beat it like a drum call. That paradiddle. You want to make a left or single.
Got more big tune for me, Splash.
It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap.
Let's go.
I don't know if you wanna tremble on it or stick, but I like the shape of your lipstick. This style where you have, girl, that's so unique. When you talk, the thing want to speak. Come on here from like a dusty.
Big up to my good friend Squeaky the artist.
Fais mes hele bondé. Isa la ka parler français. Tu ne fais beau d'au parler bao. Tu ne la ek fais beau d'au parler bao. Tu ne fais beau d'au parler bao. Tu ne la ek fais beau d'au parler bao. Make it say something to you. Make the bomba say I love you to do. Make it do like it conversating to you. Make the bomba say something to you. Fessa.
Like the motto says, we are good music, good time. Big up to all my Lucians on the check-in. Don't forget, if you gotta log off Facebook for a few and you still want to listen to us, goodmusicgoodtimes.com. Hit that listen link live and let's go.
Run follow, pan shake it. Balance it, girl, just balance it. Big bumper, girl, no one can manage it. Shake the thing, girl, and bear the damages. Do as you like.
I know some of y'all might not want to leave the live because I'm so sexy and all.
Funny remix.
Trust me, my voice sounds as sexy as I look.
When we come dance all up a block. When we come dance all up a block.
Remember back in the day? When a big tune start to play.
Me say me serious. You not take back my talk. Let the girl them a stop fast no remark.
Remember back in.
I like where we're going with this right now.
When a big tune start to play. Got the bubbles on the remix. Oh Lord.
Harder, 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 give me harder. are the sweetest wine in the world. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Girl, you are the best bam bam in the world. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Baby, when you're bumper, link up on my zipper. Things going to get harder when you see this nigga in we head. She say when I push it back and you're harder like this, I want to push back. Push it back and you're harder. Hold me, I want to push back. Harder, 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 harder. Give me harder, 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 harder. Give me harder, 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 harder.
I don't know about y'all, but some ladies out there these days look like this.
Man, we've ride. Big ride, big. Watch it.
Some ladies ain't riding in Uber unless it's Uber Black. Some ladies ain't dealing with man unless it's foreign.
Man, we've ride. Big ride, big ride, big ride is man. Man, we've ride. Top right, top right, top right. Like, oh man, we've ride. Big ride, big ride, big ride is man.
Big and serious. Yeah, some fellas out there that driving foreign.
Big ride.
And every Monday morning they in the bank asking for a refund for the overdraft fees.
The bell motoka, the bell.
You can't even buy a gas tank of gas.
Big ride. Or the girl them on big ride.
The tank always on empty. Let's go.
Hold on, I want to mix up. You seem so hot, me off your run. Side chick see me with me ex same time. My woman on with another man. Hold on, I want to mix up. Tonight it's in me life done. Side chick see me with me ex same time. My woman on with another man. Ex-girlfriend and I link up on a date.
If y'all loving the vibe right now, hit that share button for me.
So me head down to the.
You know what I'm saying? This is GMGT. We are good music, good time.
You right there and then try to dodge the problem. I try to sneak out to the bar from my dance with
anybody locked in right now. If you bought your gear on Saturday,
so it seems so hot.
Yeah, just post a picture on social media right now. Hashtag us, tag us at GMGT.LIVE, man.
Lord, I want to mix up. Tonight it's in my life, good. A side chick see me with the ex same time. My woman on with another man.
You wanna leave me open? You wanna leave me so die down now? You know my one and only.
One of my favorite segments, any show that we do.
Like night and day.
When you see we go in this segment here, I like to call it Welcome to Wakanda.
You the best, you the best, you the best, can't control me.
A kind of little Afro beat kind of vibe there.
No, I sweet, I loco.
Happy birthday to Nyla.
With my mind and I go loco. Take time.
Tell Nyla we love her here.
Easy. You know, I sweet and loco. Yeah. People like you love me, I go crazy. Me no dirty.
Hey, big up to my good brethren, King Solomon.
Be a lady, cause I yiggy yaga fella can't face me, no. Move yourself with your ex and us. Oh, no. I don't wanna play a dick like you. Oh, no.
Baby, fresh on the beat and it's killing them all, of course. It's killing them all, of course. Make we scatter this place tonight.
I think we need to do a party and just do a whole 1 hour segment of Afro beats.
Beat and it's killing them all, of course. It's killing.
Let's go.
Scatter this place tonight. Dance and sweating like in a fight. We must settle this thing tonight. Yeah. Come, let us catch some feelings for night. Yeah. And if you tell me, say make a bell.
She go dance for the money, yeah. She go dance for the money.
I ain't lying. We have some real get-oners in the chat room, but Shade, I think Melissa taking the throne tonight, you know. The way how Melissa go on tonight, Sade, I think you're losing your you're losing that title.
Yeah, she go dance for the money. She go dance for the money. Yeah.
You see this segment, we call it Welcome to Wakanda.
Money, yeah. She go dance for the money.
Let me get some Afrobeat dance right now.
Yeah, she go dance for the money. Tick and talk, 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 tick and talk. She go dance for the money. Tick and talk, 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 tick and talk. She go dance for the money. Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. Why you do me like Joanna, Joanna? Why you do me like Joanna, Joanna? How you gonna do me like Joanna, Joanna? Hey Joanna, Joanna.
Listen now. Hey. How you gonna play me like Drogba, oh?
Drogba, how you gonna do me like Drogba, oh, DJ Drogba, hey, DJ Drogba, Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. More music, I can't download that call.
Yep.
Ghana girl say she want marry me, yo. Oh Lord, she's happy to watch it. Hope your love go sweet past the sheet up. Baby girl, I say your body na killer, oh. Oh, yeah, I get tired of your body, oh. Only on your body. That girl for the corner, there's somebody made a call, I'm where see the wine, I'm a see fire for her body, oh. And if she follow me go now, enjoyment go kill 'em. Baby girl, you bad, girl, the way you whine, I demand over you, girl, I demand over you, girl. Say you are mine, I demand over you, girl. Yes, over you, girl. What's that? I don't know. My woman, everything. My woman. Buy you anything. Oh Lord.
Inside the segment we call Welcome to Wakanda.
My woman.
Anybody rate Afro beats right now?
My woman, oh.
If y'all have any requests, send it to the WhatsApp line right now. 347-309-5254. Let's get some requests. If y'all want to shout out anybody right now, that's the time to do it.
Get this one straight. Say are you married? No matter how them here, they can take you any date. Do you anything on the bed? First thing, any money.
If I come to my good brethren Wally on the check-in.
Everything on me, woman to me. You mean everything. My woman. Everything. My woman.
Splashy, I'm a big tune for me.
My woman. Everything.
Oh my gosh.
My woman.
Oh my gosh.
Take a chip now. Hey, shake it.
Anybody say right now soca music is the wickedest genre in the world?
Sound of 100,000 coming off the road.
Let me see some heart emojis right now.
What you feel when the music low? We are the mud and the oil and we come.
Let me see some love soca on the message board right now.
Strike the electric pose. Hey. Take a chip now. Hey. Shake it.
I don't care where y'all are listening to me right now. When the punchline comes,
take a sip.
I want y'all sing out in your loudest voice.
Dip.
Sing the part from me, man.
Hey. I swear we are the sound them selectors play.
Every day, making you straight.
And when the girl them tell it. Take a
take a trip now.
I think by far right now,
Shake it, shake
the Uber Soca Cruise is the wickedest party in the world right now.
Yeah, the sound of 100,000 coming off the road.
That's the power of soca music.
Vibration that you feel when the music loads.
Big up to all my artists from Greens.
Island week.
Big up to all the artists from Trini, from Lucia, from Vincy.
Strike the elect.
All the small island artists. Let's go.
Take a trip now. Hey, shake it, take it now.
Girls.
Take a sip now.
Girls.
Shout out to all my ladies holding it down right now.
Girls. When the girls look good, yeah, the boys they come around. Okay.
If y'all know, there's no carnival without woman.
Carnival is girls.
Ladies, give me a sexy pose right now.
Girls.
Let me see some bikini in the chat room now.
When the girls look good, yeah.
Oh gosh,
around.
they come around.
Come around, yeah. They come around. When the girls
Let me put on my singing voice for this part here.
come around.
I'ma sing this part, you know.
They come around.
Carnival is woman. Carnival is vibe.
Carnival is woman. Carnival is girls. Boys like girls that's sexy. Boys like girls that's good. Boys like girls in plenty. Behaving bad, that's good.
Hey, girl, your bumper trending. Everybody talking about it. Right now you're winning. Whoa, hey, girl, your waistline trending. Everybody talking about it. You is the baddest thing. Whoa, girl, why don't go down and go down and go down. Why don't go down and go down.
Hey, big up to Keisha.
Go down and go down. Why don't go down
She
and
say I should leave the singing alone.
come up and come up. Why don't
I ain't worried about y'all. My singing voice is awesome.
come up. Why don't come up and come up. Girl, you have the wine them talking about.
Bring another one, girl, get on track and carry on. Come work your body, put it on there for me. I see the body's girl in the vet, whining she bumper, she soaking wet. Come baby, push back and just worky, back it up and just worky. I see the body's girl in it down, working the bumper down to the ground. Come baby, push back and just worky, back it up and just worky. Yeah. Balance pan it right there, oh God, balance pan it right there, yes now, balance pan it right there. Come girl, that bumper don't know behavior, girl. Balance pan it right there, my baby. Balance pan it right there, alright. Balance pan it right there, like that. That bumper don't know behavior, girl. I like how your bumper moving. You big the girl tonight, I choose. You like tuck it up and just make that movement. Stop that bumper.
She really love the road. She don't care about nothing else but the road.
Anybody getting ready for Spice Mass 2020?
For the road.
If you behave, you go stink and dirty. I want you whine now, man, whine now.
The road. She wind up on the road. She push back on the road. She walk up on the road. On the road. She wind up on the road. She push back on the road. She talk so we give them another one.
Get down, pretty boy. Hold on, pretty boy.
Ladies, at GMGT, we have a name for tunes like this.
Get down, pretty boy.
It's called a mirror tune. Time to check out your sexy self in the mirror and boss wine. Boss wine. Boss wine.
Split in the middle, make the two boys jiggle, clap on the table, my girl, I know you able, split in the middle, make the two boys jiggle, clap on the table, my girl, I know you able, who's a bombade, let's say bombade, sit down in my chair, super bombade, one foot in the bed.
Hey, yeah, next big tune coming up.
One stick in your bed.
Shout out to Sunshine. What's good, Gaina?
Fleshy.
What's the fat is Nadia referring to here? Are we talking about PHAT? Shout out to all my sexy ladies that love soca music. If you're pretty and you know that one, you clap your hands right now. Clap your hands. walking around here looking like some lobster tail, you know. All the meat in the back. Big up to your daughter on this one.
Fans of soca. Let me see you put your hands.
Big up to Sanai on this one.
Up and up and up, up and up, up and up.
Our youngest fan. Shout out to you, Sanai. I'm pretty sure it's past your bedtime, but we go big up still.
Up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands gone up and up, up and up, up and up. The press go flatten for this. Set in this spot, all of me know.
Yo, this chat room loose right now.
Only fans of soca.
Somebody said their bottom flat is the front that fat. Yo!
See you put your hands in the air right now and push them up and up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands gone up and up, up and up, up and up. Everybody hands gone up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands gone up and up, up and up, up and up.
What? Ha? Me head gone straight away. Ha? Me head gone. I do the rum and I lose. I can't remember me shoes. I ain't not being juve. Friend them job and he lose. When you see the job move, cause we can't remember we shoes. Only we bend and we jogging with jail and this is how we does move. Ha? This is the venom trap. It go by you man. This is the venom trap. My girl, it just in your heart. This is the venom trap. It go by you man. This is the venom trap. Listen to me. You sleeping who last night? I don't give up. Who sighting start to fight? I don't give up.
I ain't lying. I'ma admit, this is the first time I'm hearing this song, but I like where the message is going. Some people on social media need to listen to this.
Listen to me. Who sleeping who last night? I don't give up. Who sighting started the fight? I don't give up. Who all over Instagram and they fighting for people, man. I really don't give a damn. I don't give up.
We does it different, cause nobody does it like us. And when we do what we does, and nobody does it like we do it.
Listen to me. Who sleeping who last night? I don't give up. Who sighting started the fight? I don't give up. Who all over Instagram and they fighting for people, man. I really don't give a damn. I don't give up. Sing. La la la. True story. La la la. I don't care about your mix up. La la la. It's gonna be from every day mix up.
Straight Caribbean we going. Take a trip. Here in the Caribbean, no way.
Lord.
Ladies have the kid on the beach as soon as you reach up.
Anybody heading to Kayak Mass 2020?
In the wood them straight up. This young lady came from a foreign country in need of a spouse, so she decided to check with. When she check out all the family, right away the woman seems very happy. Hey boy, who convinced she? Don't care what you say, don't care what you do. She love all them from Caribbean. All she foreign friends say they love them.
Courage with another true story, boy.
It's gonna be one of the best things that can happen to you.
Jesus!
Who we going?
2020, Kayak Man's gonna be problems.
Going. Ladies have the kid on the beach as soon as you reach up. While the man building the tent, setting the wood them straight up. This young lady came from a foreign country in need of a spouse, so she decided to check with. When she check out all the family, right away the woman seems very happy. Hey boy, who convinced she? Don't care what you say, don't care what you do. She love all them from
Them get me vexed. Them get me vexed. Me don't tell me no want no stress. Hey, them get me vexed. Hey, them get me vexed. I can't stand me neighbor. Me neighbor. Hey, them get me vexed.
You ever live in an apartment and the walls are mad thin?
Hey, them get me vexed. Hey, them get me vexed.
True story.
Telling me no want no stress. Sure. I can't stand me neighbor. Me neighbor too. Hey.
One morning,
get me vexed.
My next door neighbor, when I used to live in my apartment, farted, and I heard that.
Get me vexed. Them get me vexed. Me don't tell me no want no stress.
I couldn't help it. I just started laughing, yo.
Hey, them get me vexed. Me don't tell me no.
New York City apartment problems.
I can't stand me neighbor. Me neighbor too beggy, beggy. Me neighbor too chatty, chatty. Me neighbor too fronted fast. Fronted fast. Ya know I just can't stand me neighbor. Me neighbor too beggy, beggy. Me neighbor too chatty, chatty. Me neighbor too fronted fast. Fronted fast. Just if you love me neighbor like how I would I love myself. But me next door neighbor causing me too much problems. Anything me do, me neighbor do. Anything me buy, me neighbor buy. I can't live in peace, me neighbor up in me life. Me have to hide and go, me have to hide and come. Chano, I just can't stand me neighbor. Me neighbor do beggy, beggy. Me neighbor do chat.
Bend your back, start look back. Bend your back, start look back. Walk it up, yeah.
This has to be the #1 mirror tune in the world right now.
Up, yeah.
Ladies, assume the position right now, now.
Walk it, set it, walk it, set it, set it, walk it, set it, set it.
Ladies, when the punchline come. Yeah, man. Go in front of the mirror right now. Take a nice little position. Back bend. Back bend.
Bend your back.
In my Guyanese voice. They don't say bend back in Guyana. They say bend, back bend.
Walk it up, girl. Boom.
Brock it.
Set it.
Brock it.
Set it, set it. Walk it, set it, set it, set it. Girl, walk it, set it, set it, set it. Walk it, set it, set it, set it. Walk it, set it, set it, set it. Let me see you, girl.
Put on, 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 ready to unleash.
Shout out to Delhi.
And our ruling and performing.
Locked in straight from Greens in Concord right now. Turn up the speakers, Delhi. Turn it up.
Booty, I want you to bounce the booty, bounce, bounce the booty, bounce the booty, bounce, bounce the booty, bounce the booty, bounce, bounce the booty. Girl, you look so good. I want you to bounce the booty, bounce, bounce the booty, bounce the booty, bounce, bounce the booty.
Flat Bam Bam girls need not apply to this song.
Yeah, no, bounce it up on the edge like it's dropping off. Take that right there, pop it off. When the thing that you done, push back one, let you up, back a ball. No bounce like a ball and drop it. Pick it up, push it off and hop it. Bend down and break it, draw back the hand and put your boxy on a man. I want you to
hover it, hover it, hover it. Sweet girl, hover it, hover it, hover it. And if the boxy drop up, don't cover it. Girl, you skin so clean, use butter it anywhere. Drop it, pick it up, drop it, pick it up. Call you a lick, don't say when you lift it up. Drop it, pick it up, drop it, pick it up. And I'm sorry to the man when you bring it up. Drop it, pick it up, drop it, pick it up. Bump up the size of 2 mini bars. Drop it, pick it up, drop it, pick it up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Cause calamity, you got bar. Bang down, get in the brown car. Back it up, no reverse and far. Vibrate, you got hydraulic bars. But they can treat that bumper like a lamar. Come beat it like a drum inside the lamar. Push back if you got heart. And wiggle, wiggle, and let the hovering start. I want you to hover it, hover it, hover it. Hover it, hover it, hover it. Drop it, boxy, drop it, don't cover it. Twist it down, line and shot.
Girl, why not show me the size of your bumper? Why not show me the size of your bumper? Why not show me the size of your bumper? Shake it up, your bumper causing traffic jam, traffic jam, traffic jam. I love how you whining, traffic jam, traffic jam.
The web link is goodmusicgoodtimes.com.
Jam, traffic jam.
Just hit the listen live, and you definitely can listen to us in the background. Goodmusicgoodtimes.com.
Just whining again, the bam bam rolling again. Done the place, girl, you and your friend. Take it to the floor and get wild again. Yeah, wine and bend over. Push back, girl, come like a crosser. Turn around, put foot on my shoulder.
Splashy, I'm a big tune for me.
Traffic jam, traffic jam, traffic jam. I love how you whining, traffic jam, traffic jam, traffic jam.
Take your time when you're whining, girl. Take your time when you're whining, girl. Take your time when you're whining, girl. You want
Trini Spice, I see you listening.
Gas it up. Right.
Y'all know what it is, man.
Right.
Lock us in, favorite us. Definitely the culture lives here. We are good music, good time.
Not too big, not too small, not too short, not too tall. All she tell me is when they get wet, hold it good until the wet break. Pine, see the purple heart, blind, mahogany, green heart. What type of what you want? What type of what you want?
Where you going? See you. Now I want you. You see you. You. Not bad in English. Not bad in Spanish. Where you going? Michael, where you going? Stop there. Let me. You see you. Now I want you. You see you. You. Not bad in English. Not bad in Spanish. But you bad in bum bum. You bad in bum bum. When all girls take in fish, you position you unleash. Cause you bad in bum bum. You bad in bum bum. Your man say you not perfect. Friends say makeup not good. But when you get in the mood, everything looking good. You giving them licks, cause your bumper doing physics. You not bad in mass, but it's doing Jimmy flicks in matrix. You not bad in Zafet.
Shout out to all my beautiful ladies out there.
Cause you bad in bum bum.
How you mean?
You bad in bum bum. Not looking like Gomun. Bumper doing typhoon, cause you bad in bum bum. You bad in bum bum.
50 girl them there. Once again, 50 girl over there. Uncle girl is there. Someone sit there. Lucian girl them. Trini girl them. Boom 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 boom. If you back bend well I in that position, let me spin that. If you crack bend me between that. Show me how you can take that. If your back bend well I in that position, let me spin that. If you crack bend me between that. Show me how you can take that. Take that.
Hands on the knees and bend.
Position, let me spin that.
Bend.
Show me how you can take
Think in your back and bend.
when I
Bend. Hands on the knees and bend. Ready question?
My girl in the pum pum shot. When go down in your pum pum shot, you look funny in your pum pum shot. If you want that shot, girl, take snapshot. My girl just come stick it where we
Hey, shout out to the crew on the mobile link right now, man. I see y'all listening to Heavy.
You get it.
Don't forget, y'all can send us messages on the WhatsApp line. 347-309-5254. Yeah, man, let us know where you're listening, how you vibing, where you from, you know. Give us some, talk to us.
When go down and touch that, please my girl, me want touch that. Make sure mommy don't spot that.
Hands on the knees and bend.
I don't know about y'all, but you see Carnival 2020 as soon as I land in Point Saline.
From my rich inside the session, I drunk already. I see a sexy girl, I want to walk already.
Yo, Rich, pull that one up from the top.
Party bad.
They pick up to Naz the Empress.
Party bad.
Let's go.
From my rich inside the session, I drunk already. I see a sexy girl, I want to walk already. I drink about 10 buckle of rum already. I don't take a selfie instead from already. I'm moving like a madman. Oh, yeah. It's problems in this session. Oh, give me space.
Any Vincy's on the inside right now? Let me see some flags right now. Rep your country.
My team, we don't back down from nobody. Them Vincy don't back down from nobody. From panty to drop is everybody.
Pull up, Splash. Pull up. Just give me a quick loop there. Just loop me there. So, I hear a certain big Brooklyn DJ on an Instagram video claim that Vinci people does behave the maddest. And as he said that, the crowd just pretty much wasn't doing anything much. So I don't know how much Vinci people was inside that fit. But if it's one thing I know, you see jab people, we run fets right now, worldwide. No disrespect to any other country or any other body. We love everybody. But the real get-oners right now is jab. If you don't have jab in your fet, it ain't right. So, anybody disagree with me? 347-309-5254. I'm open for debate. I want to hear your thoughts about that. Shout out to my Vinci people still. Big up to Problem Child. Big up to Skinny Fabulous. Yeah, man. Big up to all them Vinci artists same way. Shout out to all my Greens artists. Big up to all the Lucian artists. Yeah, man. Big up everybody. One love. One Caribbean. But Greens right now, we does turn up fit. Release the truth.
Different. My team, we don't back down from nobody. Them Vinci don't back down from nobody. From panty to drop is everybody. Want to invite me in them, huh? I hope you can take it all inside you. Come take look who wine up all inside you. Come take look who liquor all inside you. Come take look who union all inside you. Every time that they tell we put the thing inside properly, ain't nobody can do it better. Rated at the sky we. Every show that the sky we, they gon' have to pay small fee. Even though me done move a long time, panty man they just call me. If you want see how we just party, put me inside. If you want see how we just met them gal go, put me inside. If you got to work then just call leave, put me inside. Better pray to God we don't make your gal go, put me inside. My team we don't back down from nobody. Loser, them things we don't back down from nobody. You just me demon, you got me.
This song is for all the ladies who meet a man in one night.
Loser,
and the next day on their stories talking about, oh, I miss him. I'm getting there quickly. Take your time. And them same kind of girl that like man with ride.
When you woman,
she's safe. Let's go.
You just me demon, you calling him babe. Hold it down. May I tell you I'm a boyfriend talking to me. You will not choose it. Loser, man. Yo, son, man. When you woman, she's safe. Zegede. You just me demon, you calling him babe. Hold it down. May I tell you I'm a boyfriend but talking to me. Hold it down. May I tell when you see the jab come out to play. Hold it down. May I tell when you head the illusion to the role play. Hold it down.
Yo,
may I tell
when you hear the shell get out of the way. Hold it down, jabbing day. When you see me black as night blocking day. Hold it down, jabbing day. Your girlfriend stop calling you baby. Hold it down, jabbing day. GMGT.LIVE we in here. Hold it down, we don't play. Hear me now, jab love rum like Jack Sparrow. Jab water like no tomorrow. Jab eyes them red like tomato. On the road, now Benz wheelbarrow.
She have a real man problem. She want a real man solve them. I guess I'm the real man now.
I ain't care what y'all say. You see Short Pre? Short Pre is one of the best writers for music in Grenada. When Short Pre telling you a story, it sounds something like this.
I guess I'm the real man now then.
How you mean?
Cause she want me to solve all she problems.
You know what I'm gonna tell some girl? It hot in there.
Hot in there.
Oh gosh.
Like fire hot in there.
You know everybody feel about this artist.
The real man know that.
We represent good music, so we'll keep playing good music. And this year,
she said, hot in there, hot in there. Oh gosh, like fire hot in there. So she want to come.
Listen, now, man.
Over. She want to come over. Say she want to come over. She want me make she come. African lady, African lady. You take me out of space, girl. When you do that thing, day. When you move that thing, day. And you put me in amazement. When you do that thing, day. When you move that thing, day. Cause me like when the bam bam rolling. Behind the truck, girl just roll it for me. Yeah, me like when the bam bam rolling.
I must say she watching it. Don't must say she eyeing me. I must know cause I'm watching shit too. She said that she want it, so I got to give her. I drink up the signal.
What's our sound of new music? Play 'em up.
Expert. Good fella.
Ain't lying.
Yeah, good fella.
I need to give Short Pre a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Long time I see.
This man has been consistently putting out good music for the last 10 or so years.
She said that she want it, so I got to give her.
Back.
I drink up me Simmons 100, no credit to deliver. I smoke up
This rhythm is called the Night Chill. Big up the Expert. 2020 Kayak Mass, turn up.
You want it again, girl? Come here and take it. Yo, Expert. Good fella. Yeah, good fella.
Listen to the storytelling here, now, man.
Long time I see she watching, yeah. Long time I see she eyeing.
I'ma stop talking right now. Short Pre, just talk to them. Talk to them.
She said that she want it, so I got to give her. I drink up me Simmons 100, no credit to deliver. I smoke up the Sensi and right now I high like a fever. I cold-blooded lang, I go and make she shiver. You want it again, girl? Come here and take it, but I hope you could take it. Oh gosh, well if you want it, take it, girl. Come here and take it, but I hope you could take it. Hear me up, eh? Long time I see how you watching me, yeah. All time I see how you eyeing me down, oh. But I just pretend like I never see. Sit back there and just play stupid, making you feel like it's you alone wanted. Let's take a look at that bumper now. Tell me which man I go jam on her. I winking for she, but she can't see me cause she matching the print of the banana. Oh God, well look at
playing with me, my now, baby. Stop playing with me, my now, girl. Cause I love how you when you go make me let it go on your corner. You go make me let it go on your
Boise on the rhythm.
Yeah, you go make me let it go on your let it go now. Baby, you go make me let it go on your let it go. Cause I love all the way how you whine and bend your body and push it back. Your body, girl, push it back. I like when you push it back. Girl, me love when you bend your back and you push it back. I love when you whine up on me. I love when you do them things then. Hey, baby, don't do that. Take your time when you're whining. Tell me why you're whining so good, girl. Since you reach on the dance floor, you teasing. So why you want me to say you go make that sit go on your left corner?
She always come, but she always leaving. 365 days she leave.
This man ripping hard for them kayaks and them, boy. Like you'll intend to move to Carriacou?
One tell me that she be coming back, so don't let her hurt your feelings and don't.
This tune ain't underrated though.
No matter how long she gone, this bond will never.
Skinny Banton!
Me say me love you like that. I'm a costume ready for the road. Which parade and the band was every day. I'm a costume ready for the road. Just wanna drink and put my hands in the air, and we all having a time. Ay 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 ay, oolelele, oolelele, ay 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 ay.
I'm looking for it, yeah. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. We bound to find the fed because I turn my GPS on. The party pumper they call me. Once the fete is on, I bet you I will be riding. The cooler done set. Pocket check so I feeling irate. Destination check so you know we
out for the party. I don't know the party him could believe me, cause it's we who bring the life to the party. I hope in a it, bet your life I hope in a it. Not a damn party we just misbelieve it. I hope in it, straight from the jet I had to party. Right up in it, if you're looking for me then you will find me. I'm causing it, causing the ruction in the party. So pardon me, cause I mean not remember everybody live a day. I hope in it, fucking buses full of pumping it. Oh lad, oh lad, oh lad. Turn up the mic, when I say I'm fed up with all.
I think this tune right now is the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago. The way this tune mashing up TNT right now.
When I say I'm fed up with all. Wait, hold on. All your alright, pull it up.
Turn up the mic. Hey, hey, hey.
When I say I'm fed up with all you feel is joke I'm making.
Boy, I does always shame to see
what I hate on
when this song playing is the biggest set of horners are singing it, you know.
She say she only love her.
That's why I just stand up and keep my mouth shut.
Make a wish, now eat with pen.
How you mean?
I had a dream, wake up and I'll make a vow.
Ladies, if you get heartbreak in your life already, sing the song now, man.
Lord, tell me what I do wrong again.
If you lose your man around Christmas time because you ain't want to buy no gifts,
they say again hard again.
How you mean? How you mean?
The bush a cut it, the garden a fuck it, put the clothes in a bucket. But the girls she keep on complaining. When I do it, they say put her back into it. All I know I try.
Ladies, every time you're in a traffic jam and you hear them vehicle and them start to blow, you just get traumatized. That is how much horn does affect you.
People calling me name lad. They say again hard again. We don't drink in this deadly calm. Some drunk we get it. Some drunk we get it. You know what?
Hey, big up to my raw crew, still locked in heavy.
It's the same up when you walk in.
Right now, Rivers on deck.
It don't matter what you wake up until it can start to walk up. I tell you we walking the same. No matter which girl that but kill up. What she whining and she don't stop.
Tell me when you get up. Tell me when you're coming back. Tell me when you reach out. Have a couple shots waiting for you. Tell me when you get up. Check me when you're bouncing back. Tell me when you reach up. Have a couple shots waiting for you. Have a couple drinks waiting for you. I bet I left your friends waiting for you. As long as I get permission for you. I bet I left your friends waiting for you. I'm feeling like my breath like wheezing. We liming from evening and I hope I get some this evening. The tree string make me know you're freaky. Watching you like TV, you come out in your three-piece like Riri got. All you take is one drink to start it. All you drink is one drink, she started. All you take is one drink to start it. All you drink is one drink. Tell me when you get up.
Oi, oi. Oi, oi. Oi, oi.
I see where my DJ is going with this right now.
The party's sweet, toy toy. The party's nice, toy toy. It's Ram and Ramajay, Ram and Ramajay. That is all away, that is all away. Give me a drink for me taste right now. I wanna drink on the case right now. Give me wine and space right now. Give me the rhythm for me waist. Bidi 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 boom bam, toy toy. 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 Bidi bidi boom bam, toy toy. Bidi 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 boom bam, toy toy.
This was Swappy 2019. Anybody ready for 2020?
Going by the bar again. Put some liquor in me.
Line that ultimate rejects combination.
We say la de la do la
me see some flames. Flames for the next tune. This Saturday, the pop-up returns. If y'all interested in getting some pop-up gear, hit me up. We're gonna doing the pop-up inside the studios again this Saturday. Last Saturday was real fun, was real vibe. How you mean? Big up to everybody that got their drip gear right now. Hey Melissa, you need to support the movement right now. Come get a nice little V-neck, blue. Yeah, the blue drip is looking good on the ladies. This is Swappy 2025.
I feel it the fed. I feel it the party.
Hey, big up DJ Grimes back on the check-in.
Feel like a drink. Some rum from the morning now. Alcohol flowing up my veins. Party calling up my name. And I feel it there. Oh, oh, oh. I feel it there. The carnival session.
Hey, just a few more minutes on the inside. We lock it off, you know.
Be so tired, my body. Sing it. I'm feeling it. Oh, oh. Sing the thing, man. Sing the thing, woman. Absolutely. What is the best mixer in this world? Rum and soca. Ask the lawyer, ask the doctor. They will tell you rum and soca. Absolutely genius, man. Genius. Question. What is the best mixer in this world? Rum and soca. Ask the lawyer, ask the doctor. They will tell you rum and soca. Stress reliever, pain reducer.
How you mean?
Rum and soca. So
Blacks, this is a true story.
what's the formula? Whoever make rum and soca must be genius. I say they're genius. They must be freaking genius.
Oh gosh.
They were drinking. I don't know what they were drinking. They probably were high on their own supply. I don't know what they were smoking. All I know is what they made was great, and I need them to know we appreciate. So if you love alcohol and you love soca music, show them some love, no hate, and sing. Thank you, thank you. Trinidad and Tobago, thank you. Thank you, thank you. St. Vincent just want to thank you. Thank you, thank you. The Jamming Grenada, thank you. The Caribbean want to thank you, and we just want to let you know, yo, what is the best mixer in this world? Rum and soca. Ask the lawyer, ask the doctor. They will tell you rum and soca. Stress reliever, pain reducer. It have to be rum and soca. So what's the formula? Rum and soca. What's the formula? Whoever make rum and soca must be genius. I say they're genius. They must be freaking genius.
So yep, this is where we make our way out the studios. Shout out to everybody that was locked in tonight. We did about 3 hours of constant energy, constant vibe. Y'all know what it is, man. Hashtag GMGT. Good music, good times. It's where the culture lives. Believe the movement is growing, and we are about to take over in a big, big, big way. Come get that drip gear right now. Yeah, look at DJ Splash showing off his drip gear. But between me and you, I think my blue looks a little better. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me correct myself. My blue looks a whole lot better. Well, I make it look good. How you mean? Anyway, fun, enjoyment. The motto is good music, good times. It's simple. You come here, you have a good time, you enjoy some music, you feel good about yourself, and you go about your day. Gonna be up 24/7 soon enough. That's coming. Believe it, it's coming. Shout out to everybody that's sharing, enjoying, giving us feedback, interacting, participating. The audio link is up. if you wanna not look at my sexy face because your eyes are just so watered with tears from looking at my immense beauty, you can go listen. All right, I think that's the alcohol talking. You can go listen at Good Music, Good Times. Just listen to the audio in the background. Go about your day. You know what I'm saying? GoodMusicGoodTimes.com. Yeah. Shout out to Delhi and the crew out there in Concord and Greens who was locked in. Definitely was hitting us up on the WhatsApp. Shout out to Sola, our youngest fan, Sanai. Big up yourself, Sanai. Shout out to Zika. Big up to the crew in the UK. Shout out to Akim. Big up to Nikki Summers. Shout out to Kathy, and I ain't see Kathy tonight, but big up yourself. Shout out to Sade. Shout out to Melissa. We have a new Getona in the chat room right now. So shout out to Melissa. Melissa, save it. Go follow Good Music, Good Times on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Well, subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. As a matter of fact, like the page. Bad man don't follow. Need a hot girl. So hot girl don't follow and bad man don't follow. We like. All right. So I think that's about it. You know, I just want to say thank you to everybody that keeps supporting us, that keeps listening, keeps tuning in, sharing, whatever it is. In every little way it counts. It makes a difference to us. So thank you. And thought for the day is just, yeah, man, music just makes everything better. You know what I'm saying? So on behalf of the GMGT crew and the family, we are about to be out of here. Peace out. Splash, Kareem, the after party. We out.
It could be water, it could be rum, it could be any sea, everything going down.
It could be water, it could be rum, it could be any sea, everything going down. Cause the bottle's over me, and I'm bouncing through the ground.
The bottle's over me,
Now watch the girl and wine go down on the ground like down on the ground like
I don't mean to be so rude, darling, but we don't really watch face. Now you have your purpose in drinking. We don't know how everything tastes. Well, you don't spy by the bar, we have it here by the case. So if you feel is a problem, well, tonight you go know your place. Waiting, tell them
tout le monde a passé. Send for the punch and bring on the back of it. There's plenty bottles lined up like on a range. We go do it just like the other day. We don't care what people say.
It could be water, it could be rum, it could be any sea, everything going down.
It could be water, it could be rum, it could be any sea, everything going down. Cause the bottle's over me.
The bottle's over me.
And I'm bouncing through the crowd.
The bottle's over me. The bottle's over me.
Now watch the girl and wine go down on the ground like down on the ground like
Phones out the taping. What you seen? I'm in the bottle in my hand, it reinforced like a beam. And if you come,
good music, good times.
One good thing about music, when it is
good music, good times. Delivering the best.